G'day folks, how you going? Welcome back to my channel and our continuation of our South Australian road trip. If this is your first time here, then a special g'day to you. In this week's episode, we are going up into the Adelaide Hills to the historic town of Hanhdorf. Now, Hanhdorf is a place that I have been wanting to go to for a really long time, since my mum first told me about it when I was a little kid. So I was pretty happy to be able to finally get up there. Now, as the name suggests, it's a German town, but not quite like a German town in Germany. Now, also, while we were travelling around South Australia, we went through a number of heaps of little towns, and they all had some amazing historic buildings. And I don't know what happened. For some reason, I seem to have taken an interest in the architecture of it all and got lots of pictures and things of various different buildings in different towns. There's not enough material there for them to have their own video, so after Hanhdorf we are going to, I'll put in some clips and things just of some of the other towns around South Australia. But before we get to Hanhdorf, we're going to go up to Mount Lofty, which gets you an amazing view over the top of the city of Adelaide. So grab a drink, grab a seat, let's go. As you head up the highway into the Adelaide Hills, it's worth taking a detour up to Mount Lofty. The summit is the highest point in South Australia and provides spectacular panoramic views across Adelaide's city skyline and the coast. Each year, more than 350,000 people visit the peak. From here, you're 727 metres above sea level. That's almost 2,500 feet in the old money, and the views are, well, uplifting.
Yeah. But more so it's like a positive. Yeah. But then sometimes if she was here, they'll make fun of her. Yeah.
As well as the lookout platform, there is a visitors centre, gift shop, café and toilets. There are a number of walking tracks to, from and around the mountain, and it's obviously pretty popular with the fitness crowd. Hanhdorf, founded in 1839 by the Lutherans, is Australia's oldest surviving German settlement. Even though there's only 3,000 people living in Hanhdorf, the town gets over 1 million visitors a year. I can remember my mum telling me about this place when I was a kid, and I had the idea that it would be like going to a German town 100 years ago. Although a few of the old German-style buildings remain, much of that heritage has long disappeared. So unfortunately for me, it doesn't meet those expectations. Was I disappointed? Not at all. Generally speaking, it's all about the one street. We're here on a weekday, and at the moment it's still quiet. Soon 4 busloads of tourists will arrive, adding to the bustling atmosphere of the street. Some of the shops were more of a standard type of shop you would find in any shopping area, with souvenirs, arts and crafts, lolly shop and ice cream shops, to name a few. For eating, there was just as much variety, from fish and chips to burgers to pizzas. If you need a drink, then there was plenty of places to choose from. But wait, I hear you say, isn't there anything German? Why yes, there are a few places. What's a German town without a stein or three? There were a couple of German pubs complete with the lederhosen. And I've got to say, my most favourite shop, the clock shop. The young girl came quickly over to us and was most eager to tell us about them. The difference between the traditional clock and the electric clock. How I walked out of there with nothing is just downright amazing. I remember my mum had one of these once. We had something like this at Christmas. Anyone need a cup to drink from? What do you think? Does it suit me? We spent several hours here and it was great, but now it's time to move on to somewhere else. I gotta get me one of those clocks one day, maybe when I really like it. So we've just done a day trip over here to Port Pirie to check out what the place looks like. Because I've never been here, so tick that one off the list. Interesting town, lots of old buildings here. Port Pirie is about 220 kilometres north of Adelaide and has a population of over 13,000 people, making it one of South Australia's largest towns outside of Adelaide. This city has a rich industrial past, directly connected to the success of Broken Hill in New South Wales, but I'll share that story in another video down the track. Port Pirie is primarily known for its large-scale lead smeltering operations and has historically been one of the world's largest lead smelterers. Walking around the main town area, you'll notice a large collection of older buildings, showcasing the town's historical charm. Laura is a small town located about 40 kilometres southeast of Port Pirie. Known for its charming rural atmosphere, Laura is famous for its historical buildings and as the birthplace of renowned poet C.J. Dennis. The town hosts the Laura Folk Fair, an annual event that attracts visitors from all over the region. The surrounding area is also known for its agricultural activities, particularly wheat farming and sheep grazing. Jamestown is about 200 kilometres north of Adelaide. It's named after Sir James Fergusson, the Governor of South Australia at the time. The town is a regional centre for agriculture, with wheat, barley and canola being the main crops, along with sheep and cattle farming. Take a walk down the main street and you'll find the Mural Walk, a captivating journey showcasing the town's history, culture and local stories, painted by talented artists from the region. Step back in time with a visit to the oldest butcher's shop in South Australia. Jamestown is the birthplace of R.M. Williams, the famous outback clothing maker.